Are worm castings better than fertilizer? Let's talk about this. So enjoy the video! Well, hello. Let's talk about worm castings. And what I'm going to tell you is what I know. Do your own research. But here's what I've noticed about worm castings. So first of all, what are worm castings? So worm castings are, you have this bin or whatever you have your worms in. They start to eat whatever bedding you have in it, like Coca-Cola, newspaper, peat moss, or shredded up cardboard. And when they eat that, they poop out castings, we call it, which turns into black gold, which is fertilizer that worms poop out. And what they do is whatever they eat is what they're going to poop out. And when it comes to making your own fertilizer, you need to have a variety of materials in there, such as some vegetables, some cardboard, newspaper, whatever you have. So you just don't want to give your worms just strictly only cardboard, because that's the only thing you're going to have for your fertilizer. So you need a variety and a mixture of resources in your worm bin that allow you to have a variety of great castings and minerals and vitamins, whatever's in that poop. And the thing about worm castings, it does not smell. There is no odor whatsoever. I can vouch and say, for me, that is one poop that I have never smelled any bad odor with. And I've changed many of diapers growing up. So, how do you use worm castings? Once your worms start to produce you some worm castings, you just get them out of the bin. We use a thing we call a sifter with holes in it. And you put your castings in there and you sift it out. You start shaking it. And then after that, whatever is left, you put the big pieces back into your worm bin, and the worms will consume that. And your castings, you just apply them to your garden, on your plants, and you'll see some great results. The thing that I found out that is cool about worm castings too is that if there is no light inside of your worm bin, seedlings will still produce inside of your worm farms. There are people that have mangoes and all the other types of things growing, so with just the worm castings, there is great value. I'll put a video on the end of this about Dewey. He had some research done and tested his worm castings. So if you want to find out, the results, you need to go get your worm castings professionally tested. But my worm castings are going to be different from your worm castings, because you might be using a different variety of fruits compared to what I have, but still, our goal is to make organic, rich castings from the worms. I'm in the process now that I am not going to buy store-bought fertilizer, because I have the potential now to start my own. It's going to take a while, but a little bit here, a little bit there adds up. So, sorry, big box store makers, I am not going to purchase your worm castings, because I can buy my own or make my own now. So sorry about that, but you lost business with me. But anyway, and how you store your castings too, you can get something with a tote or something with the lid, put your worm castings in there and store them. You might want to put a couple of holes in there, because there might still be some eggs or, some live worms that you missed. So that'll help them to survive in the tote. But you want to use them as soon as possible. The sooner you use them, the more fresh your worm castings will be. So I would say I'm not an expert when it comes to the exact science of when to use them. But I would say try to use them within the first month or two. No longer, because that way you got all the good microbes and all that other stuff. And also, if you want to take it to the next level, make yourself some worm tea with the worm castings and apply that to your plants. But yeah, from what I know, and my other YouTube friends have did experiments that they have noticed that worm castings are really great. So think about it now. It's kind of like we want the convenience. We want someone to already make our stuff for us. But no, it's best for you to take a little time out and make your own stuff. You know what's in. You're going to have the best worm castings ever made because you put the time in to make it. So that's what I know about worm castings. Leave comments in the box below. Here are a few of the videos to find out more about worm castings and how to sift them and how to make worm tea. So if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, give it a like. I want to take time out so much to say thank you for watching this, and you have a great day. Bye.